What is going on, everyone? Broken Mike here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to this week's episode of BUW. This is episode 142, part 4. So of course, if you guys missed any of the action in the previous 3 parts, then do make sure to head on over and give them a watch. As you can see, we are kicking off our final part of the show with our first of a double main event, and it will be a rematch from a couple of weeks ago on BUW. We have got Danny representing Poison Embers going one-on-one with the current BUW Women's YouTube Champion Meowjid representing the Rage Queens, and this, folks, is a Falls Count Anywhere match. So who's going to get the win here? Let's find out. So if you guys do enjoy this one, then do make sure to leave a like for Mike, slap any comments down below, and please do make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all things gaming and all things BUW.
She's in a fighting mood tonight.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making her way to the ring from Newport, Wales, Danielle.
Making her way down to the ring first, representing Poison Embers, Danny. And this is a rematch from a couple of weeks ago on BUW, where Danny got a big win over got a massive win over Meowjid in a non-title match, but that was under dubious circumstances. Danny scored the win even though Meowjid had her foot on the bottom rope. Again, I'm tongue-tied here. It's near the main event, guys. It's been a wild week.
From El Paso, Texas, the Women's Internet Champion, Megan.
And her opponent, making her way down to the ring, representing the Rage Queens, the BUW Women's YouTube Champion, Meowjid. And as we mentioned before, Meowjid was clearly upset on how things went down a couple of weeks ago against Danny. Meowjid had her foot on the bottom rope, but the referee failed to see it. Hence why we've got this rematch. Meowjid optimistic that win from Danny was a fluke. I know these two have had some battles in the past, but this has got to be right up there. Another win for Danny. You would argue then, considering this is no disqualifications, Falls Count Anywhere in the arena. And here we go. This match is underway, and Danny starting off quicker. delivering a short arm clothesline.
No rules to obey means no limit on how nasty this one can get.
Standing moonsault. Danny looking for a second one. No one home. Snapmare takedown. And a basement drop kick. Danny back up to her feet. Tilt the well head scissors. Takes down Meowjid. Hair pull neck slam. A kick to the back. And Danny to the top rope as Meowjid gets back to her feet. A double axe handle. Into the cover. Meowjid kicks out at 1. And Meowjid cannot afford to take any big risks here, considering she's got a huge championship defense coming up in a couple of weeks against the undefeated Chelsea Wayand. And of course, Danny wants to insert herself in the picture. A former YouTube champion in her own right. A kick to the ribs. And another kick to the ribs. Danny heading to the top rope. Hits a beautiful moonsault. Hooks a leg. And Meowjid kicks out at 2. Oh no. Devastating move there. Wearing down the arm. Danny has Meowjid in the fireman's carry. Meowjid able to turn it around. Heading to the top rope. Like a cat. Meowjid has Danny on her shoulders again. Sit down spine buster. Follows it up with a leg drop. A stomp on the head. And rapid fire right hands from Meowjid. More right hands. And stomping away. Danny back up. Another tilt the well head scissors. Lock up. Kick to the knee. Swinging net breaker. Follows it up with a backflip. Basement drop kick to the back. And Danny looking for a submission. Into a crossface lock submission. Nowhere for Meowjid to go. Danny lets her out. Don't know how smart that was. Counter from Meowjid. Two-handed choke bomb. Meowjid with the stomp, pull her leg snap. And stomping away again. Meowjid top rope takes flight. Got all of that splash, hook at the leg. And Meowjid gets a 2 count and she can't believe it. Kick to the midsection. Riptide. Shoulders down. And Danny kicks out at 2 and Meowjid, again she can't believe it, is frustration beginning to kick in. There goes Danny, launched over the top. And of course, anything goes out here. Pinfalls or submissions. But Meowjid opts in to return to the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Can Meowjid do it? There it is, the mouse trap. Will she make Danny tap here? And this has put away many a superstar. And she lets her out and goes into a cover. And just like that, Meowjid is victorious. She gets her revenge.
We've got some highlights from the last one queued up. Here we go.
Some more great action here from from these two great wrestlers. Danny with a beautiful moonsault from the, not quite a Wile E. Coyote angle. Meowjid with the splash. Hook of the leg. A 2 count on that occasion. There's the Wile E. Coyote cam. Meowjid with Riptide. Had Danny's shoulders down. She was able to kick out of that one, and there was the mousetrap who Meowjid let Danny out of. That was enough to give Meowjid the pin and the win.
Here is your winner, Megan.
And here is your winner of the match, representing the Rage Queens, the BUW Women's YouTube Champion, Meowjid. And just like that, will Chelsea Wayne's undefeated streak come to an end? Meowjid would certainly hope so. Incredible. Anyway, folks, that brings us up to our next match. And of course, it is that time of the week once again, folks. And of course, as they say on Rampage, well, looks like there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event. Even I nearly got tongue-tied there, guys. But anyway, and this one will be a fatal 4-way match, and this will have whiplash implications. So we have got in this one OG Nick, one half the BUW World Tag Team Champions, representing the OG Boys. We have got Stephen Rainmaker, representing Heavy Rain. We have also got in this one the Minion, representing the Night Terrors. And last but not least, TM, one half of the BUW Intercontinental Tag Team Champions, representing the Showstoppers. So let's just make sure the eliminations have been turned on, and they have. Okay, let's do this.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way match. Making his way to the ring from Columbus, Ohio, weighing in at 330 pounds, Steven Storm.
Making his way down to the ring first, representing Heavy Rain, Stephen Rainmaker. So of course Heavy Rain, along with the Night Terrors, the OG Boys and the Showstoppers, will compete in a 4-way ladder match for the unified BUW Tag Team Championship. Got some bragging rights going into that event. Will be very welcome for any of these 4 superstars. And from the floor to the roof, it is time for the spook.
And his opponents, first, representing the Terrors from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Chuck.
About to enter the ring next, representing the Night Terrors, the Minion. Minion, of course, who has held tag team gold in the past, has held the Intercontinental Tag Team titles and the World Tag Team titles with different partners. He's held them with the tag titles with Jack Styles. He would love to do the same with his latest partner, Johnny the Machine Cage. Of course, the Night Terrors successful in their qualifying match, as was Heavy Rain.
From London, England, weighing in at 206 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, OG Nick.
Making his way down to the ring next, representing the OG Boys, one half of the BUW World Tag Team Champions, OG Nick.
Spoken like a true puppy dog, Saxton.
Huge title match in the offing in a couple of weeks. When you add all the elements to that match, you're gonna wonder who will be leaving as the Unified Tag Team Champions. Be a huge night, especially for the tag champions, who will be putting their titles on the line to unify the titles.
And from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 252 pounds, one half of the Intercontinental Tag Team Champions, TM Myers.
And finally, making his way down to the ring, representing the Showstoppers, one half of the BUW Intercontinental Tag Team Champions, TM. And some people might feel that the Showstoppers are their favourites to unify the titles at Whiplash. But don't write off any of the other three teams that will be taking part, including the World Tag Team Champions. So who's going to get the bragging rights building up to that four-way match? We're about to find out, and here we go. So the last man standing in this match is the winner, and no disqualifications, of course, no countouts. And TM and Minion, two former world champions, going at it. Stephen Rainmaker and OG Nick. You can get very unique pairings in this type of matchup. And OG Nick choking out Stephen Rainmaker. TM with a standing sense onto Minion. Stephen countering OG Nick. It's going to be a massacre in this one. Just think what the other superstars are going to do in that ladder match. It's going to be insane. Oh my goodness. Standing sense on, or running sense from TM, I should say. You heard the overhand chop from Stephen onto OG Nick. You can hear that right in the cheap seats. TM with a back suplex to Stephen Rainmaker, taking him out of the equation. Oh, wait a second. Minion gets thrown to the outside. Unbelievable. And just to think, folks, next week's episode, I can confirm we will have the other 4 participants are going to be in that ladder match on next week's show, the Go Home show before Whiplash. And I'm sure, especially Nathan Saunders wanted to get his hands on Johnny the Machine Cage after Johnny used his own finisher in a matchup recently, using the Tillman Termination. And look at this, an inverted figure 4 from OG Nick. And Minion goes into the steel steps on the outside. OG Nick into the cover. 2 count only. Elbow drop from TM to Minion as Nick ascends to the top with an elbow drop. Rapid fire left hands from OG Nick, one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Choking out Rainmaker. Stephen counters. And OG Nick counters. A shot from OG Nick. Swinging net breaker from OG Nick into a cover. Very unique cover here. Hooks the leg. Not even a 1 count on Rainmaker. You've got to do better than that. And what's Minion doing on the outside with TM? Look at this. Razor's edge from the Minion. Shades of the late great Scott Hall. Knee drop from OG Nick to Stephen. And Stephen runs into a running knee. Floats over Vulcan Arrow from Minion to TM. I think, yes, Stephen's busted open. Look at him. His vision not being impaired there. Swinging net breaker again from OG Nick. And Nick sweeping Stephen Rainmaker under the rug, so to speak. He's wasting a lot of time, even with his experience. He should know better. Rapid fire right hands. Because the OG boys enjoying their second reign as the World Tag Team Champions. And look at this. OG Nick with a pedigree onto Rainmaker. This could do it. And Rainmaker is out. And Rainmaker just not at the races today. We're down to the final 3. But it won't matter until the night happens. We could well see Stephen Rainmaker and Nathan Saunders bounce back and maybe go on to win that ladder match and unify the tag team titles. And TM and OG Nick, the 2 tag team champions. And TM with the frog splash onto OG Nick. There's Minions on the outside. Hooks the leg. And oh, OG Nick kicks out at 2. And TM can't believe it. And TM with a stun at the Minion. Oh, was that 3? Minion barely kicked out. Back suplex from TM. Exploder suplex to OG Nick. TM feeding off the BUW fans' energy. But just too much showboating. Minion could catch him. South of heaven. Can Minion eliminate TM here? He can. We're down to the final 2. And Minion could be clearing house. Hit the lights. Onto OG Nick. Hooks the leg. And oh, OG Nick kicks out at 2. Springboard leg drop, no one home. This is what it could come down to at Whiplash. Could come down to the Night Terrors and the OG boys, depending on who's incapacitated. Springboard leg drop again, no one home for the Minion. And OG Nick with a DDT. Hooks the leg. And Minion kicks out at 2. And Nick can't believe it. Stomp on the arm. And what's OG Nick looking for here? Looking for a submission. The Brutalizer. And it's locked in. Will the Minion give up here? And he lets Minion out. Don't know how smart that was on Nick's part. But OG Nick and Jim Boy have been on a different level in the last few months. And even since they won the back tag titles a couple of months ago. There's a right hand hook of the leg, cover. And again Minion kicks out at 2. And not for the first time, OG Nick can't believe it. Nick choking out the spook. You gotta think the other Night Terrors are watching somewhere in the shadows. Minion springboard clothesline. Springboard leg drop. This time Minion did connect with something there. Hooks the leg. And OG Nick kicks out at 2 and Minion can't believe it. Kick to the gut, some shots. What a left hand. Minion top rope. Takes flight, elbow drop. Springboard moonsault, no one home. Knee lift. Left hands, no. Minion counters. Kick to the back. Another elbow drop. A stomp on the chest, a kick. Now pulling away at the arm. Trying to pull that shoulder out of joint. Look at those right hands on the Minion again. Right hand. Oh, will we see it again? Hit the lights for the second time. That could be OG Nick's lights out. But no, the ropes save him. And look at that springboard crossbody. He's not done yet. Looking for the south of heaven. Gourdbuster from OG Nick. Oh, and looking for an overhead belly to belly. Minion counters. And Minion again looking for that razor's edge. But OG Nick counters. No one there for Nick. Forearm to the face. Kick to the leg. Nick now choking out the Minion. Counter from the Minion. Springboard leg drop. He gets all of that one. Hooks the leg. And Minion again only gets a 2 count. His frustration beginning to set in. Double underarms hooked. And OG Nick stomps on the foot. And look at this power. Delayed vertical suplex. One hand. Look at that. Oh, wow. Rapid fire right hands. Rapid fire rights again from Nick. Kick to the midsection. There's the pedigree. Shoots the half, hooks the leg. And OG Nick is victorious. What a performance there from OG Nick. Incredible fatal 4-way. And like I said, folks, on next week's episode, we will see the other 4 participants participate in another fatal 4-way elimination match. And that should be another banger. Well, will the outcome be the same? Will the outcome be a winner from an OG boy? And here is your winner of the match, representing the OG boys, one half of the BUW World Tag Team Champions, OG Nick. So the question now is, will next week be the same outcome? Will Jim Boy have the same luck that OG Nick has had? I'll have to wait and find out. But anyway, folks, that is going to do it for this week on BUW. If you guys have enjoyed it, then do be sure to leave a like for Mike. Slap any comments down below, and do make sure to subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. And again, guys, we've run out of time for another week on BUW, but do be sure to tune in again next week, where it will be the go home show before BUW Whiplash. So don't you dare miss it or any of the action. Until then, guys, do take care. Have a fantastic weekend, whatever you're doing. And I'll see you all again next week for some more BUW action. Good night, everybody.